YouTube. I'm trying to be quiet because my boyfriend is sleeping in our bedroom and I don't want to wake him up because he really needs this sleep. And also I'm sitting on the floor because I was trying to like change up the background a little bit, but my house is a disaster right now since we're moving and everything. I'm literally getting ready to take all this stuff down like as soon as I'm done recording this anyway. So I thought, well, you know, whatever, we'll change it up. But anyway, just a little tip for the day. Don't do your own haircut. It's driving me crazy now that it's coming back in so fast. And this is like what I'm going to be looking at the whole time I record. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. I had to change that angle because I went back and looked at that and I was like, oh my God, I'm just showing the world my double chin. So here we are. And by the way, I am new to YouTube, so if you don't know who I am, my name is Cindy. If this is your first time stopping in, thank you so much for stopping by. I don't have great equipment and I clearly don't have good lighting either, so just bear with me. I'm trying to get myself a nice camera set from this point forward, but it'll take a little bit of time, but that's all right. But anyway, what brought me here today is I just think it's so insane the amount of growth that I've experienced just within the last 2 years. I mean, I finally have realized what people mean when they say, oh, I'm a completely different person now than I was a couple years ago, because holy cow, I am. I mean, 24-year-old Cindy would not recognize a 26-year-old Cindy. And it's insane to me because I'm still in the same age group that I was in then. You know, I'm still in my mid-20s. I'm not in my late 20s or anything like that. But I just feel like I've entered this brand new stage of life and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. I'm just so excited about where my life is going since I decided to just put real estate on hold for just a little while so I can focus on my passions and this huge project that I'm working on that I'm not really telling anyone about just because it's so important to me and I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. I'm like, I'm thrilled right now. And I really just don't want to risk jinxing it or anything like that. But I will say something that I have been interested in lately and really for a long time is location independence. I mean, traveling full time, not being tied down to the commitment and responsibility that comes with owning a primary residence that you're not going to be using as an investment property, not being tied down to a job or even a career that's going to keep you in one place, like actually traveling for weeks and months and years at a time and giving back to those communities and really learning how other people live rather than just going on vacation for like a week twice a year. This is something that I've always wanted to do, and like ever since I was a child, only I let my life get in the way. I believed people around me when they said, well, that's just how life works. I believed it when people said, well, you just got to find a job and work really hard, save up for retirement, and then you can go do those things. And I mean, it is insane to me how many people live like that, and the fact that I was on that path for a while as well. Of course, once I got into sales and commission-based work, that's when I kind of started changing my mind about that type of lifestyle and seeing real opportunity in early retirement. And now that I'm on this additional journey of learning how to really travel and on a budget as well, I'm just so excited for the things to come that we're setting up for ourselves right now. And I can't wait to document it all, starting with this first project. But of course, if you want to tune in on that, you'll have to click the subscribe button and follow along. Anywho, that's not what this video is actually about either. This video is actually about how minimalism has helped me in realizing that reality that I really can do all these things and have whatever I want, starting with something I said I would never do again after moving into this house, which is to move back into an apartment willingly. And oh my gosh, I was just so I was so materialistic and so high maintenance to have said something like that. And I was just so misguided and incredibly lost in what I thought I wanted versus what I actually want. And I've just come to fully embrace what I want. And it just baffles me. I've just become completely disillusioned to this American dream idea that I feel we've somehow completely misjudged, and it was just all really wrong for me. But of course, if your idea of a great life is to, find a good job, buy a nice house, buy a nice car, get married and have kids, and then work to support all of that, until you're in your 50s or 60s, and then start doing the things that you really want to do, then I commend you. And you know what? I think traditional family values are still important, and I think that they should be celebrated if they're being practiced. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, which is a full-time job, taking care of your family, and if you want to be a man that spends a majority of your time working to support all of that, then you know what? That's awesome. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you're doing it wrong. I don't even know anybody that's doing life right, honestly. I just don't. But I mean, there was even a point in time where we considered taking that route ourselves, where, he would just work, I would stay home and take care of the kids if we decided to have any. But honestly, we just came to the realization that neither one of us really wanted any of that, and we didn't feel the need to succumb to do any of that just because a lot of society passes down that is the ideal lifestyle. And we're going on 7 years together, so we had the ability to grow together and learn what we wanted out of life without being heavily weighed down by major commitment and responsibility, and our relationship is in a pretty fantastic place because of that. But I digress, and as I was saying before, trying to get to the point of this video, we moved into this house 4 years ago, and we had moved in here with quite a few pets at the time. So I think at the time we really did need the space, especially coming from a 500 square foot, one bedroom apartment. So this house is actually 1,200 square feet. 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms. It's a 2-car attached garage and a pretty decent sized privacy fenced in yard. And the kitchen is pretty great, aside from not having a pantry, but the master bathroom actually comes with a jet garden tub, and that's what really sold me, aside from everything else. And it has been phenomenal for us living here. I mean, we have our bedroom, then he has his space, I have my space, and it's just a wonderful place to live. It's really, really worked for us. But with all of that space, we have also accumulated so much junk and that we just didn't need, and it was super just weighing both of us down, honestly. And in my journey into minimalism, that's where I kind of woke up one day and said, okay, I have everything. I can have everything I want out of my life, but I need to make some serious changes. So we started getting rid of stuff like crazy. And now I wouldn't believe it if I told myself a couple of years ago, but we are willingly moving back into a 500 square foot, 1 bedroom apartment. And I'm so excited about it. I mean, I'm thrilled right now. This is the definition of living below your means. And I mean, this way we'll save more money to put toward what we really want to do with our time, and we'll have more time because with less stuff and less space and no yard, we won't have as much to maintain. And it's just awesome. I mean, I'm so ready for this new chapter and really taking complete control over my life and what I want to accomplish, and not letting anybody else's opinion of me or what decisions I make faze me at all. I'm even getting rid of my car because I woke up one day and thought, why am I paying so much per month on my vehicle? How does that align with this intense and wonderful lifestyle I'm setting up for myself? And you know what? It doesn't. So here's another thing, 24-year-old me, or here's another thing 24-year-old me would never have thought that I would do. And that's letting go of something I worked so hard for and took so much pride in. And I won't lie, I liked showing off Delilah. That's the name of my car. But it was just, all of that was only to realize that a new car was draining my bank account every month and was not only making me not happy in the long term, it was holding both of us back from actually living, just like this house has. And minimalism really changed all of that for me. I realized that it's not about how much I own, but how many experiences and memories I can make. And it's not about how much money I make, it's about how I choose to allocate that money to every facet of my life. And putting it all together, it's crazy to me to think back to when I was 24 and I was selling life insurance, balling out, making so much money, but not being happy, to when I was 25 and figured out the formula I'm going to use to achieve financial independence, to now being 26 and putting that on hold for a while in order to pursue this idea of location independence and finally doing what my heart and my soul have been telling me to do all along. I am just so freaking here for it, and I'm ready to see what's in store for the next few years, and I'm excited to document it all as well and grow a following of like-minded people that we can connect with that want the same things. You know, although I did deactivate my Facebook and Instagram so I can just have better focus on what I'm working on right now. And also because I've always been weird about social media, but maybe that'll be my next video. But anyway, I don't want to keep droning on. I'm just very excited about this new journey, and I wanted to document that to look back on a year or 4 years from now, because I was literally lying in bed the other day after we signed our new lease, and I got so excited about how much money we're going to be saving and doing that, and I just felt the need to get on YouTube. And this is especially geared toward anyone considering completely downsizing their lives too. I'll put up a new video for the actual move and how not right my spatial depth perception is going to be, trying to get the stuff we do have left into this tiny space. And I'll also put one up like a month after as an update to how it's all going, so stay tuned for that. Also, I have gotten rid of a ton of clothes, and I've almost got my entire wardrobe down to fitting into like one large luggage bag, so don't judge me if you see me wearing like the same 7 shirts in my videos from now on. But hey, much less laundry to do. But that is all I have for today. So thank you so much for stopping by, especially if you actually watched this all the way through. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and check out my first video on minimalism. And I hope you have a great day just like I'm having. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.